These four rooms, bright and iron and withered fumes, far below these sinful means.
Hey guys, welcome to Dave Darren Music Show tonight. I figured all you guys are hanging out probably at home tonight because you're all petrified to go out. In fact, today I went out to this car show in Phoenix, Arizona, and they're going to take a 3-week break. No car show in Arizona in this Pavilion's parking lot where there's usually there's probably about, I would not exaggerate, 100 cars there. Today it was like 35 cars there, and now they're actually going to take a break for 3 weeks, and I guess they're going to reevaluate. And the other thing is, it is the longest contiguous, whatever they call it, car show in the country, which doesn't mean it's the one that started the longest time ago, but it's the longest one that's never had a break in between. So I don't know what's going to happen now, because now they're taking a break for like 3 weeks. Is that going to screw up their record? Because now it's not going to be continuous anymore. It's going to be a 3-week gap in there. So are they going to lose their status? I don't know. So tonight we're going to play some music. And let's start off some music. We're going to start off with this band called the Alltones. And they've been on my show. All these bands, by the way, have been on the show. So you guys are going to be checking out some music from some of the bands that you've seen. If you remember the Dave Darren Show before, I took a little sabbatical, and then I went to the UFO Paranormal. So now let's check out some of the bands that were on the show, and we'll probably revisit as we revisit the new revelation of the show. This is a really cool song. Check this out, an acoustic version of a theme song that you well know. Let's check this out. You're going to dig it. Here we go.
With love, I fly to you, much wiser since my goodbye to you. I've traveled the world to learn. I must return.
You expect me to talk?
From Russia.
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Love.
I thought Christmas only comes once a year.
I've seen places, faces, and smiled for a moment, but oh, you haunted me so.
A few optional extras installed.
Still my tongue-tied young pride would not let my love for you show. In case you say no to Russia, I flew, but there and then I suddenly knew you care again. My running around is through. I'll fly to you from Russia with love.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Forgot to put the volume back on so you can hear my rockin' voice. So that was from Russia with Love. That was really cool from the Alltones. So, by the way, this show is going to come back with live interviews from the... Boy, my hair's a really mess today. Look at this. Been out all day with Willie at the car show. The last one, it's until the coronavirus ends. I've got something I shouldn't air, but I'm going to air it right now. We're going to have a little bit of comedy mixed in with the music tonight. So check this out, a little bit corona comedy. A little bit to give you a little teaser here of the coronavirus so you can laugh a little bit because it is definitely overhyped. It's insane. Here we go. Check this out. Coronavirus comedy. Is that about how much we are overacting with this thing? I mean, a couple things I noticed. My folks, they still live in the East Coast. So do I periodically. And in fact, I was at the East Coast last week. So I got some interviews from some guys from last week when I was in the Philadelphia area, right? So a couple things. My parents live in this place called Valley Forge, PA. Remember George Washington crossed over the Delaware River in Valley Forge, PA? Valley Forge, if you look it up, they've got the biggest or a second biggest mall in the country. I think the biggest one is called Mall of America. I forget where it's located, but King of Prussia Mall, the second biggest mall in the entire country, is thinking about closing down for a little while until this virus bullshit ends. And another thing, that the Valley Forge Casino, now it's not one of those big Vegas casinos. In fact, it used to be a private casino. And now it used to be the convention center in Valley Forge. There's a casino part. They closed it down. Now today I told you I was at the car show in Phoenix, in Scottsdale, and they're closing that down for 3 weeks. And it was funny because the main people that were there were all the Corvette guys. Like everyone else had gone. Like it was like 40% occupancy. But the Corvette guys were all there because there's a front line of Corvettes that usually takes up about 30 spots. They were all there. There was a DeLorean guy there too, so he was there. The brave guys were there because we're not worried about the coronavirus because it's escalated in social media by all the millennials. All right, so let's stop with this bullshit. I mean, we're not going to all die. Some of us might get sick like the flu, but we're not all going to die. Let's play some more music here. Who do we got now? We got Tokyo Rock Machine, all right? Now, this is called Keeping You in the Dark. Now, by the way, Tokyo Rock Machine, they have nothing. You're not going to see a bunch of Japanese guys and dancing around, imitating Elvis Presley, because if you lived in Japan, if you go to this place called Shibuya, they all impersonate rock bands, and they all impersonate Elvis Presley, by the way. That's the number one guy that they imitate is Elvis Presley with the hip gyrations and all that. This Tokyo Rock Machine, they're from the UK. Check out this song. This is really rocking. Then we're going to come back, talk a little bit. If you want to call tonight, you can, 480-236-2111, and talk with me a bit if you want to. We're playing some music tonight. I'll say hello to the guys that are in chat after the music plays. This is Tokyo Rock Machine on the Dave Darren Show. These guys are really cool. They're from the UK. They've been on the show twice. The one guy was on the show with a really hot chick who had this short mini skirt, and he was messing around with her after the show. He didn't do a very long interview because you could see while I was talking to the guy was building up an erection. So I wanted to get with his girlfriend. And I understood that, so I let him go quickly. We did a short interview with him, and then I'm sure he was interviewing that girl he was with. He was interviewing her under the covers or probably on a kitchen table, kitchen sink, bathroom sink. He was interviewing her all over the place. It's Tokyo Rock Machine on the Dave Darren Show. Here we go.
When I feel your touch, it's something more than physical. something so beautiful. If you don't say the words, then we can't ever break the spell. When I'm with you, it's the only time I feel alive. Kiss me one more time and we say goodbye. We go back to living lives with different alibis. Cause when we started this, we both knew it was when you were sleeping, I'm falling apart. Secrets I'm keeping you in the dark. Cause deep down I'm burning, falling so hard. And I'm keeping you in the dark. When you were sleeping, I'm falling apart. Secrets I'm keeping you in the dark. Cause deep down I'm burning, falling so hard. Yeah, I'm keeping you in the dark. I'm keeping you in the dark. Cause when you were sleeping, I'm falling apart. Secrets I'm keeping from you in the dark. Cause deep down I'm burning, falling so hard. Yeah, I'm keeping you in the dark. Keeping you in the dark. You in the dark. I'm keeping you in the dark. You in the dark. I'm keeping you in the dark. I'm keeping you in the dark. I'm keeping you in the dark.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. So let me say hello to all the guys here. So I better make sure I'm watching the screen for when I come back live, all right? So let's see. Let's say hello to Terry. Brian, by the way, Brian, I got to thank him because he used to introduce me to bands back when I did the music show. So good to see Brian. Good to see Jeff. Good to see Reckington, a new dude here. Probably, I'm guessing by the name, he's a guy that wants to call up and wreck my fucking show. So we'll see if he's a troll or a heckler. Little Fly was shouting at Richard Groinpain, or Richard Groper, who I actually called Dick Groinpain. Little Fly actually describes Richard Groper, because I tell you, Richard Groper in the pants is hung with a little fly because he's got nothing down there to show to women. He's got a little fly because he's got a little fly between his legs. So there's a little shout out to Richard Groper, who actually I blocked. And I have no intention of bringing that fucking guy back, by the way. Good to see Kathleen. And someone was talking about toilet paper. By the way, I got some toilet paper right here for you guys. This looks like the James Bond thing, doesn't it? Where remember, you got the thing, the shooting of lightning. You hear the shotgun. You saw it in the entry to the show. Here's a roll of toilet paper, all right, guys? I'm just trying to make you guys jealous that I got a roll of toilet paper here. But you know what people do sometimes? They toilet paper houses. You ever see that? The people and you come home and suddenly your house is covered with toilet paper. I bet that shit's going to stop right now. And if it doesn't stop and someone's house gets toilet papered, I wonder if people are going to go there and they're going to pick toilet paper off of the building and start wiping their asses because they don't have toilet paper. I could just see that, that should be a video. It should be something that goes viral. Someone's house TP'd and a bunch of people there go there to that toilet papered house. They lower their pants and they start peeling toilet paper off and cleaning their asses. I wonder if that would go viral. Don't you think in today's generation, with everyone so fucked up about putting crap on YouTube, I bet that shit would go viral. TP'd house, 10 people gathered around. They all drop their pants and they pick toilet paper all off of the house and they start cleaning their asses. That'd be a funny thing, wouldn't it? I think that would go viral. Let's play some more music, guys. And a little bit of comedy. This is, a lot of people today, a lot of women, and I interviewed someone from the East Coast. we were talking about, the East Coast, especially I was there last week. It was kind of chilly there, damp, rainy, drizzling, kind of what you expect from the East Coast, right? I was in Hoboken, New Jersey. I was in Philadelphia because that's where I was born. I was in parts of New Jersey other than where I usually live, which is Hoboken, New Jersey. I found this chick there, and I was talking to her about it's so cold in the East Coast versus the West Coast. And the West Coast, because it's so hot here, it's 120 in the summer, and it's a dry heat. So all of the women here, they all shave the vagina. So I was curious if on the East Coast, because I have no idea about East Coast women any longer, because I'm now married and my wife shaves her vagina. So I was curious about it in the East Coast. If it's cold there, a lot of people grow long hair and beards because it's cold out there. So I was curious because down below when you're wearing a skirt and a dress, you get a little breeze up there. It's probably a little bit chilly. So how do you muff that thing up? You muff it up by keeping your muff there. So I was curious. I asked her if they shaved the vagina, and here's what she told me. And after that, we're going to play a song by a band called Love Razor. Ironically, Love Razor, they've been on the show. First Class Bitch, that's what we're going to play. So a little bit of comedy, shaving the vagina, and then a piece of rock music. Here we go.
Shaving the vagina.
There's a lot of piercing in that area.
Yeah, there's a lot of piercing in that area. And they pierce the clit, they pierce the labias, they pierce everything.
You don't do that, though. You're a gynecologist.
No,
you don't do the piercing.
They go to the tattoo places.
Do you have to make sure that they're sterile down there before they're qualified to go and get pierced, or they don't care?
They don't care.
They just pierce that
They
sucker.
just go, yeah. Absolutely.
How long does it take to heal before you can start having penetration when they're pierced?
Like a week or two.
In a week or two. So that's 1 week. So just for my audience, that's 1 week of masturbation is a penalty for a piercing down below.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
1 week.
I think it's gonna hurt, so.
It's gonna hurt. What kind of piercings do they put there? Like, is there a variety of stuff? You can put all kinds of stuff,
all
right?
kinds of stuff.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen in a pierce down there? Because you see it once in a while. You see piercings, right?
When it's inside the vagina.
Yeah, inside there.
Yeah.
It's inside there.
Yeah.
That's what's supposed to be on the outside.
No, inside.
Oh, so these women are experiencing pleasure all day long.
Yes.
Is that the idea?
I guess so.
Look at that.
I don't know if it's for her or for him, though. It could be for both.
Could be for both. Well, it's not for him. I mean, if she's having orgasms all day long, she goes home, she's tired.
No.
So it's not necessarily for her, for him.
Why would she be tired?
Well, she's orgasmed all day long with that fucking thing in there.
So why would she be tired, though?
Because she's already been stimulated all day with a 24-hour orgasm.
No. We're girls. We're not boys. It's not.
Whoa!
We don't work the same way.
I'm young, dumb, and full of cum. I go all fucking day if you let me.
All right, so I'm going to have my wife have a piercing down there.
There you go.
She's limiting my access to that area.
That's what happens when you get old.
Yes, thanks.
Yeah, there's a saying.
I'm cutting you off.
There you go. You're not invited.
Yeah, you're not invited on the program.
Dave.
He just barely learned to lick his own genitals. Leave him alone. She's a first-class bitch, been used and abused.
guys, welcome to the Dave Darren Show. We do have a caller, but we're going to hang on for a second, all right? Because we're playing some music right now, and I got some more comments to make. So hang on for the caller that's calling in right now. We're going to get to you in a little bit. So, by the way, do you shave your vagina when you're in the caller I got? I'm sure it's Terry because I saw the. It's from Massachusetts. It's a cold place in Massachusetts. When Terry calls back after I'm finished messing around a little bit, we're going to ask her if she shaves her vagina, all right? So that's what we're going to ask Terry when she calls back. Do you shave your vagina? I'm curious if you're... I have no idea where you guys are right now. I don't know where everyone is, but do you shave your vagina? I'm curious. A guy like me that's 61, I don't care if you shave it or it's a bush. It doesn't matter to me because I don't... You know, I shave a little bit because I don't want my wife to think, here's a guy that's 61 years old. He's a boomer like Richard Groper or Richard Groinpain or Dick Groinpain says. As a boomer, do we shave? Yes, I do shave. I shave it. And you know what? The hair's curly. So I'm trying to build a wig out of it so that, you know, I'm losing a little bit of hair up front. I think I'm going to take some of my shavings, put them together. I'm going to have to bring it to a wig maker. And I'm going to try to wear a wig from my own bush. I think you know, I've always had straight hair. It'd be nice to have curly hair up top for a change. So what do you guys think of that? Do you shave your vagina? Do you shave your bush? If you shave your bush, you don't shave your bush, call me up so we can calculate statistics. Maybe I'll put a poll up later and I'll see what you guys do. Let's play some more music. This is called Massive Grass. By the way, just to conclude my previous topic about shaving the bush and all that, Krispy Kreme. Do you have Krispy Kreme all over the United States? I'm not quite sure. I know they have it in the East Coast. It's a big thing. It's, you know, it's like the equivalent of Dunkin' Donuts, but it's a better quality of donut. And I don't eat a whole lot of donuts because my hair I dye it, my hair I dye it, and my belly I dye it. So I don't eat donuts. But Krispy Kreme donuts are very popular in the East Coast. It's in Las Vegas. It's in Arizona here. I'm not sure if it's across the whole country. But if you're in the East Coast, and if you happen to see a hot chick, and if you're just out there in the East Coast and you got to drop your pants and whack off, when you whack off on the East Coast, what's going to splooge out is going to be Krispy Kreme. They should do a commercial about that. Krispy Kreme. Let's see who this is. Terry. Terry, what's going on, Terry? Are you there? Terry, you're there. I can't hear you if you're there. Are you there? Not sure what's going on. I can't get her, so I'm not sure. We'll play a piece of music here. This is Massive Grass. Great name for a place if you're selling legalized marijuana. It's supposed to be legalized, right? Arizona, I go to a dispensary, I could pick some up. Massive Grass is the name of this band, and this is a cover tune, by the way. And by the way, all of the music I play is for bands that have been on the show. I'm going to... okay, all right. Terry, what's going on? What's going on, Terry?
Oh, hi. And did you get answer the phone?
No, I'm not high right now. I will be high later. You're saying hi to Dave Darren. I'm not high yet. Later on, I'll be high. What's going on, Terry?
Yeah, I know, Dave. Hey, Dave, I do shave. I don't shave it. Michael does. A little bit.
Michael shaves your vagina. Now, aren't you fearful of that?
That's right.
Now, do you use a shaving cream or do you use honey down there? Or do you what do you use to?
I don't know what he uses to tell the truth. He does use some kind of cream. I guess it is a shaving cream.
Well, maybe is he giving you oral sex and then shaving you because then he's juicing it up a bit.
He could be doing that too.
Yeah, maybe that's the way to do it.
He could be doing that too, Dave. Who knows?
You don't need shaving cream. You don't need shaving cream when you're shaving the vagina. Just guys go down there, lubricate the women, and then you can shave the vagina. You don't need shaving cream down there, guys. Little public service announcement from Dave Darren. You don't need to do that. No shaving cream. Natural shaving cream is your saliva down on the vagina. You get the woman moist and you shave down there. It's a very safe process.
Yeah, but how about what part of the vagina are you talking about, my friend?
I have to describe a vagina to you. Is that correct? I've got to describe what a vagina looks like.
Yeah. I don't masturbate, remember? Because I have fingernails and I'm not going to hurt myself.
Oh, well, that's true. And probably you shouldn't give a guy a hand job either because that could hurt him also. Don't give hand jobs out either.
No, no, the fingernails don't hurt. I mastered that. You see?
However,
women, it would hurt.
However, you don't know this. You know, a lot of Jewish men are circumcised. You probably knew that, right?
Yes, I've never been with a Jewish man, but the men I've been with have all been circumcised.
Well, you know how Jewish men get circumcised. They meet a first girlfriend who give.
Oh, they have a brick. My niece married a Jewish man.
Well, then how did she circumcise her Jewish man? This is how a guy met her.
Not the man. No, she didn't. She didn't do him. But the little boys, they did.
Well, I was.
Big boys.
Sometimes older men aren't circumcised until they get married, and then what they do is they find a woman with very long and sharp fingernails, and that's how they get circumcised during a hand job. I don't know if you knew that or not, but a little more public service.
I also play the guitar, so my fingernails are long, but they're not too long because I like to play my guitar.
Oh, there you go. Do you like tonight's music, by the way? What do you think of tonight's music? Do you like it? Enjoyable?
I like it, so that's fun. I love it.
Cool. Now, did we?
I really do, Dave. I love the music they have on, and you know, I'm trying to get, you know, the younger kids, but they think anything that I could like, they just wouldn't like.
Yeah, you know, they think that. You know, that is very true because now they're all in. They're all into hip-hop music. And, you know, I like some hip-hop music. I'm not going to say I don't like the genre of hip-hop, and I've had some hip-hop artists on as well. But, you know, they are not getting the exposure to brand new rock. You know, they're getting exposure to the classic rock if they're interested in even giving rock and roll a chance. But they're not listening to any brand new rock music. And the music I played today, of course, All Tones Doing From Russia With Love, was not rock music, but
that was great. I love that.
Tokyo Rock Machine, that's definitely rock music. And After Shaving the Vagina, we played First Class Bitch by Love Razor, and we're going to play Massive Grass now. I'm going to play that, and I'm going to let you listen to the song, Terry, and then I'll come back with you after the song. But Massive Grass, by the way, don't get mistaken, I'm not saying massive ass. So this is not a song tributing the Kardashians. This is not Massive Ass. This is called Massive Grass, all right? Massive Grass.
You know, if I tripped over a Kardashian, I wouldn't know it. Well, I don't know any of the Kardashians.
Well, if you tripped
just know the names.
Well, if you tripped on a Kardashian, you wouldn't know it because you would just be landing on a soft cushion because their asses are very soft and cushiony. So you wouldn't know it anyway if you landed on them, all right? This is Massive Grass.
I heard you say that, so I don't know. But I've never seen one of them.
Right. Okay, well, let's play the music, and I'll come back to you, Terry. So here's some music. This is Massive Grass on the Dave Darren Show, a cover tune by a band called Flock of Seagulls. Remember the song called Iran? Here's a very different version of Iran. Here we go, guys.
2, 3, 4.
I've never seen one of them.
I walked along the avenue, never thought I'd meet away.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I saw a couple people here. I'm going to get back to Terry in a second, so Terry, please hang on. And she could probably hear me talking, I guess. I'm not sure because I'm on the phone now. She can hear me talking on the telephone, so I'm going to bring her back in a second. But here we go. Little Fly says she wants to hear a running commentary from Terry. And then Reckington says the same thing. He says, yes, please. So now I know why this is. You're not fooling me, guys. I know you guys probably came from the Richard Groin Pain show, and you probably are all friends with him. So you see, I know you see this. I know you see Terry as a potential troll / heckler. And since you guys can't do it, and since I blocked Richard Groin Pain, so here your guys are all putting this weight on my what did Howard call these people? I forget his whack pack. So I told Terry she's one of my whack pack. I'm going to get to her in a second, but you guys that don't have toilet paper, by the way, here's something when I was a kid. You guys wonder why I'm so good with the technology of putting all these shows together. When I was a kid, I had these little robots. This is called Mr. Machine. All right, you take his gears apart, and you can figure out how the guy works. So just to show you guys that I am a very egotistical guy that likes to waste stuff. Here's a piece of toilet paper. I am going to clean Mr. Machine's ass right here. I'm wiping his bottom with a piece of toilet paper, all right? So there we go in the Dave Darren Show from Mr. Machine. How'd you like the music? Oh, his mouth doesn't move. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. There we go. That's Mr. Machine having an orgasm. See, he's very excited now because I'm touching his butthole. So look at that. Look at that. And his bell's even ringing. Did you hear that? His bell's even ringing. So let's put Mr. Machine over here. He's starting to move. Look at him. He's moving right now. He's not having a bowel movement. He's just moving around. So let's bring Terry back on the line. Terry, what is going on? You still with us?
Yeah, I'm with you, honey. You do have all your toys from your childhood, don't you, Dave?
Yes, I do, and my wife does too, because when she was a very young girl, she still had all of her sex toys. So my wife has her sex toys when she was the age of, I think my wife said she started using her sex toys at the age of 16, I think. Now, Terry, when did you get your first sex toy? We might as well ask you. When did you get your first dildo or vibrator?
I don't have a dildo, and I don't have a vibrator.
Well, you know, I still owe you that CD. Remember, I still owe you the CD of greatest hits from the Dave Darren Show. Would you like?
Yes.
Would you like that?
You didn't send it down.
I'm gonna.
I thought maybe it got lost.
No, I didn't send it yet because here's the reason.
Okay, good.
Here's the reason. Would you like the CD, or because you don't have a vibrator, would you prefer a vibrator instead of the CD?
I don't need a vibrator.
You don't need a vibrator. Well, I could get you the vibrator / shaver. You can get a mixed blend. You get a vibrator.
I never like it.
You know,
two in one.
2 in 1. 2 in 1. It's like Dentine chewing gum with the twins. Two things in one. Remember that? You get a vibrator. Well,
I may have to take you up on that because that sounds good to me.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's not. It doesn't always end with that too. If you go to Lowe's, because Home Depot's got the vibrator with the shaver on it. Now Home Depot is very competitive with Lowe's. So now Home Depot has increased the usage of it. So you got the vibrator and they got the shaver, and you can also take it out with the adapter and you can mow the lawn with it as well. I don't know if you knew that. All right, you can mow the lawn. So
I have a very big lawn. I have to have a drive mower.
You need
to do my lawn, so it would be difficult.
Well, you know, some women have a very big vagina, so they also need lawnmowers also to shave the vagina. So it's a very useful thing.
Well, something else, my dear.
Right, something else. Let's play another piece of music, Terry. Do you mind, or what?
No, I think that would be great.
Okay, let's play another piece of music. I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to come back to you after this other piece of music. And what do we got now? I'm trying to entertain you folks with something crazy tonight. I was in Philadelphia, like I said. And now these guys also did not want to be on video. People that talk about vagina and bachelor parties, this guy was going to a bachelor party, and he had a bachelor party with his wife, and his wife and him had broken up, so they've split up. But I was following him down around Penn's Landing, all right? Penn's Landing in Philadelphia. I found a guy that were talking about bachelor parties. So I came up from behind them, and I asked them how that bachelor party went. Again, they wouldn't be on video, so I kind of mixed in some crazy, wacky video. Don't let the video destroy you from listening to the stuff, all right? So here we go. This is Bachelor Party. And then after that, we're going to have a piece of music from a band called Joker, and it's called Set It Free. Set It Free because, like I said, I'm trying to mix music appropriate with the comedy topic. Set It Free because the guy that's talking about his bachelor party, his wife set him free. Let's check this out. Bachelor Party and the Joker. Here we go, guys. I was behind you. I wasn't eavesdropping, but I'm Dave Darren. I host a radio show in Phoenix, in L.A. I heard you talking about your honeymoon. How'd that fuck up go? I was behind you. I heard that. What happened? What happened?
Look, I went up to bachelor party,
okay,
and I got drunk.
You got drunk.
Hopefully
you didn't get laid.
No, I didn't get laid.
Don't worry, your wife or girlfriend doesn't have to. You don't remember.
I don't remember.
Oh man, it's bad to have sex and you don't remember.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
When I got,
you don't even know if you had anal sex.
I don't remember.
You might have, right?
Hey, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. All I know is I got to the wedding and I'm about to pass out. We stand there.
Wait a second. The bachelor party is what you.
Was the night before.
The night before.
Right.
How come you had it so close to the wedding? Most people don't do that.
I know, but that was the first one I ever had. My brother did it.
Right, okay.
And he had it the night before.
Right.
Because I got married on that Saturday, so we had it that Friday.
Oh, man. Wow,
right.
that's brutal.
Yeah, we had that Friday,
so you're walking down the aisle.
I know, I almost got...
Yeah, you
down the aisle.
I wasn't no walking down the aisle. I was standing there waiting for her to come down the aisle. I was sweating. I was trying to get myself together. And
wow.
Look, you saying our vows, right?
Now, hopefully your wife or girlfriend, depending on what happened, hopefully she had like a bad allergy. Otherwise, she's going to smell vagina on your penis. Right? So it has a smell of native vagina.
I don't know what.
Or unnative vagina, right? Not native to you.
Oh, wow. Ass, one or two.
So now what happened? So now she's pissed at you.
Yeah, she pissed
on the
at
honeymoon.
Me. On the honeymoon. Yeah,
so you had no action that night.
No,
nothing. And you were used to the night before. You had even anal. You had a full menu, right? And here you are, honeymoon, and you had no action, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Well, not literally. It didn't suck. Literally.
No, matter of fact.
Somebody sucked.
Matter of fact, we didn't do shit till I got back home. Till we got back home. She was
really?
pissed at me.
How long?
Mad.
And how long was that time frame? Before you got home, like it was a full week?
No,
it was
like 3 days.
3 days. So 3 days without sex, and you just got married.
Yeah, just got married. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like a married guy.
Only reason we had sex then because my mom said, "Well, how was the honeymoon?" I said, "We didn't do nothing. She's mad at me the whole trip."
Wow. So
and
your mom straightened her out.
So my mom was like, "Well, y'all not married yet until y'all."
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. Good and my mom married us.
Good mom.
My mom married us.
Yeah,
she was the preacher.
Is that right? Your mom's a preacher.
Yeah, she's the one married us.
Wow. And she's telling your wife you got to put out.
Yeah.
And she's a preacher.
Yeah.
I like this type of church. I like this type of church.
Yeah. So that's how we. Yeah. She said, "I wasn't concentrating until we had sex."
So now, how long you been married altogether?
I was married 6.5 years.
Okay. So now finally you're getting. You're not pissing her off anymore. You learned a lesson.
Oh, no, I got divorced now.
Oh, you got divorced. Did the same preacher divorce you? Is your mom like also a divorced person as well?
No. Well, I put it to you like this. I didn't want a divorce.
Oh.
I didn't want to sign the papers, but my mom convinced me to go ahead and sign the papers.
Okay.
Let her go her way.
Let her go her way.
Yeah.
Okay. Is she right now? We're at the Delaware. She's not thrown in the river here, is she?
No, she's trying to remarry. Right
She's
now.
trying to remarry.
Yeah.
Wish that guy luck, right?
I'm not trying to remarry.
No, well, you're not trying to remarry.
She's
of course
trying to
not.
remarry.
She's trying to remarry. That's what I mean. You will never remarry.
She's trying to remarry me.
Remarry you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, she's going to monitor your bachelor party?
Nah.
Did you set him up with the bachelor party? This gentleman here is with you. No, were you at the bachelor party?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I don't think this guy would have restricted you from not having sex.
He's going to get married.
Oh, you're getting married?
That's why we talked about this. That's why we talked about this.
So now he should be convincing you not to do it.
Oh, you don't have to convince me.
Yeah. He don't want to do it.
Have you? Oh, you don't want to do it?
He don't
I'm
want
already
to do
convinced.
it. Yeah, he don't want to do it.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to tell her forget it and goodbye, or what? You're going to?
No, he's talking about the bachelor.
Marriage
is fine.
Bachelor
You don't want to do the
party,
bachelor.
Oh, you're not doing a bachelor. You're chicken. You're a chicken ass
okay
now.
with
Look
me.
at that. This guy's already pussy whipped.
That's all right. Matter of fact, she's on her way right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she's
So we'll
behind
stop this interview right now.
Amy?
Hello. What are you doing?
What am I doing or how am I doing?
What are you doing?
Listen, don't rush to judgment just because I'm nude and we're making out.
Unbelievable.
I vacuumed.
You've been running around, and I can't make you stay here with me. You spend your nights at the bar, 'cause the drinks they fade. See, 1 turns to 2 and 2 turns to 12, but the pain it stays. Yeah, no one told me how hard this would be to losing you. A part of me time has told the truth, and it's time to let it be and set it free. I've been trying for so long to get you to realize what we got is hard to find. No, I don't go around but once in a while, but that makes sense, 'cause neither do you. Yeah, no one told me, girl. Yeah, no one told me how hard this would be to losing you. A part of me time has told the truth, and it's time to let it be and set it free. I've got this weight on my back, ain't no easy task. Find yourself face to face with another me. It won't be easy, baby. No one told me how hard this would be to losing you. A part of me time has told the truth, and it's time to let it be. Yeah, no one told me how hard this would be to losing you. A part of me time has told the truth, and it's time to let it be. Yeah. Set it free now. Well, take my arms and take my heart, just set it free. Set it free.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the show. That was some cool music. I think you liked that. After we talked about the bachelor party, it went on a little long, that bachelor party thing, but I had a rap with these guys I found, and it was interesting that the guy that was married, his wife wanted to get back in his pants and remarry the dude. Can you believe that? We're going to bring Terry back on in a second, but this is just to show you guys that rock music still exists. Now, we did a variety of music tonight. We started the show up with the All-Tones, and they did From Russia with Love. Obviously, that wasn't a rock song, but it was a really cool version, acoustic version of a James Bond theme. I thought it was really cool. Then we had Tokyo Rock Machine on. They were really cool. Great rock music from them. We'll have to have them on when the show starts again. Remember, the music show starts on 4/29, and there's a PR firm that's going to market the show with me, so we're going to try to build it up to where it was in its heyday. We used to have like 30,000 listeners checking out the show to get the bands that are on the show that no one's ever heard of, checking them out so the music can become revitalized. That's what we're going to try to do. We also had on Love Razor, which we played First Class Bitch on when we were talking about shaving the vagina. You got to have Love Razor on when you're talking about shaving down there in that area. Then we have Massive Grass on with Iran, and someone made a comment about that. Someone made a comment. I was trying to roll up and see what they said. It was kind of like, oh, here we go. John said this is like experimental new wave meets country. We had to say goodbye to Reckington. He decided to leave for the evening. He's probably going out and checking some music out, some bands out, avoiding and making sure he doesn't trip on the coronavirus out there. Don't trip on the coronavirus because everyone's so petrified of that, all right? So we had to say goodbye to him. Little Fly, I think she is still with us. I hope so, or he or she. I'm not sure. Little Fly, what that is. You'll have to tell me if you're a guy or girl, or you could be in between. You could be in your transition period of moving from one to the other. I'm not sure, because you could be a guy that's circumcised. Women, by the way, get circumcised. I don't know if you knew that or not. I had no idea, but women get circumcised. I didn't know that. I have to ask my wife if she's circumcised. I don't think so. I don't see a little ridge on the clitoris. I don't see that, so I don't think she's been circumcised. Let's see what else we got. I'm going to play some more music, but let's get back to Terry on the Dave Darren Show. Terry, you're still with us.
I'm with you, Don. Hey, Dave, I know women in Africa, they were circumcising them. They were removing the clitoris. How do you say it? Clitoris? How do you say it?
Well, I get very confused because sometimes I do Skype interviews and I'm talking to the guitarist of the band, and sometimes I think they say I'm the clitoris of the band, so I don't know.
Clitoris.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
They remove the clitoris.
They're removing the
and
clitoris.
Then they don't feel sex as good.
No, we know why.
That's not the G-spot. What's your name, Dave?
Well, you know what? This is what I heard. I think you're misinformed, Terry. Again, you're misinformed. So
okay.
I'll tell you,
Tell me, Dave.
the last person in a country where they circumcised the clitoris, this is what happened. This is exactly what happens, and you don't know it yet. You know Bruce Jenner, right? He transitioned to Caitlyn Jenner, right? So now he had the penis cut off, so he's got no penis. So he's got a vagina, but he's lacking a clitoris. So what happens is these women that circumcise the clitoris, they stick it on eBay, and actually Bruce Jenner, when he transitioned to Caitlyn Jenner, he actually got online, he bid on the clitoris, and he's now got a clitoris attached. So that's what happens. They circumcise the clitoris, they put it on eBay, and someone bids on it, and then they have a functioning clitoris on their homemade vagina. That's what happens.
Well, thank you for that. I learned so much from you, David. Thank you.
Yeah, tonight was a very informative show. I should be on National Geographic with this show. Don't you think?
You really should. I think it should be, absolutely. I think it should be like a primetime television show.
Yep,
That's what I think.
What's the matter with me? I can't get on prime time. What's the matter with that? We gotta escalate this show so it gets on prime time. But
I'm telling you, honey, I'd be right behind you.
You're right.
I may want you behind me. I'm not sure.
You want me to
we could play.
Yep, that's right. So what's going on tonight? Are you enjoying yourself? Are you staying home tonight? You're worried about the virus or what?
John's got me all upset about toilet paper, and then you bring out a roll of toilet paper.
Yeah, well, here it is again.
I'm going to kill John. I'll drive to New York, and I'll beat the shit out of him. He's got me crazy.
I wonder if people are going to do this. They're going to use the toilet paper, and they don't have any. So they're going to stick the toilet paper in the washing machine, wash it, dry it, and use it again. You think they're going to do that? Recycle toilet paper? You think they're going to do that?
I have a half a garage. toilet paper.
You have a
because of that fucking John. I gave some to my brother and he just said, what are you afraid of the flu, honey? It's nothing about the corona thing. So everybody's making fun of me because of the toilet paper, and it's John's fault.
Well, the other use of toilet paper is it's dual functional. Like I was telling you about dual functioning things today. I'm going to put the roll of toilet paper up. The roll of toilet paper. When you go out and buy toilet paper, guys, pick up some KY jelly. Here's why. You got the toilet paper. When you're finished the roll of toilet paper, don't throw it away. Take the center roll, put some KY jelly on it. This is a good way of a cheap masturbation. You get a hole here. You stick the KY jelly in there, and you can utilize this hole, all right? Guys, there you go. Multiple function of a roll of toilet paper.
Okay. Hey, Jerry.
Yeah.
How do you shave your puberty?
I actually have a
Very carefully, I assume.
No, you know what?
How do you do it?
Here's exactly what I did. I was online about maybe 2 months ago. All these people now, they have these shavers, and they have all of these samples. So Harry Shaver, here's a shout out to Harry Shaver. Harry Shaver, I think it was like $3 for a trial. You get a shaver, you get some shaving cream, and it's a really good quality 5-blade shaver. I got Harry Shaver, and the primary function I'm using, it hasn't touched my face, but it has touched my most valuable part of the Dave Darren body was touched by a Harry's razor. There we go, Harry's razor. Shout out to them. There's a spot, not a sponsor of the show, but here we go. We're talking about Harry's razor. I wonder how many people buy Harry's razors, the sample, and Harry's is all in there. All of their marketing guys are thinking, all these guys are now all have clean shaven faces. Harry's shaver has no idea that all the clean faces are there. Our heads are not clean. Our second head is not shaved clean. I don't think they know that, but now they do. They know that. Harry's knows what we're using their shavers for. Shaving the bush. So did you have a good time tonight, Terry? We talked a little bit and we played some music.
I did. I always do.
There we go. Very cool. So I'm going to...
I saw the two trolls, little flying, wrecking, whatever his name is. Fucking bastards, honest to God. But they didn't call, did they?
No,
I got them right away.
Yeah, no one calls the show. I think they're scared that I'm going to talk to them about something too intimate and personal, so they're petrified to call the show.
Maybe, because we like sex, Dave. You and I like sex.
Yeah.
And everything is about sex.
Well,
and then they frighten them.
Everything should be about sex, shouldn't it? Everything should be.
It's like sex, Dave.
Yes. Why do we eat? Why do we put breakfast in our mouths? Why do we do that? So we have energy for sex, right? Right.
That's why I eat.
Yes. Why?
That's the only reason I eat.
Why do
some people eat to live? I live to no. Some people live to eat. I eat to live.
Right.
Why? Michael told me it now. I forget how to say it.
Why do men have cars? Here's why men have cars. So they drive down the street, drive around the corner, pick up a hooker or two, put them in the back seat of the car, and then you get heel prints in the back seat. So then you got to change out the back seat because of the heel prints. But that's why men have cars, to pick up hookers and have sex, right?
Oh Jesus!
Right, that's why.
My Michael, he drives a Mercedes. He's just like my husband did. And he said he had done it a long time. So it's not like he's copying, because I would think he was.
You know what a Mercedes-Benz is, since it's a chick magnet. Really, Mercedes-Benz does not stand for Mercedes-Benz. The MB does not stand for Mercedes-Benz. It stands for...
I know you
No. It stands for multiple blowjobs. That's what it stands for. That's what it's... You had no idea. So many things you learned tonight on the Dave Darren Show. So much lose.
I always learn from you. And I'm going to write a book. As I said, I write. I'm going to write a book what I've learned from Dave.
There we go. That's right. Well, Terry, I'm going to say goodbye to you tonight because we're coming up on the top of the hour.
Honey.
And we wrapped a lot.
Make it a good one.
I will. Thanks so much for joining the show. Thanks a lot for calling in. Thanks a lot for everyone else who didn't call in. But we'll say goodnight to Terry.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, Dave.
Okay, and now we're going to end the show with a couple songs. This band sent me this song. I don't even know the name of the band. I got to pull up. You know, everyone has got. By the way, if you have a cell phone, you can download this app. Let me tell you what it is. In case you don't know songs that you're hearing, you can pull up this thing called. Let me tell you what it is. And most of you know this. It's called Sound Hound. Sound Hound. And here it is on my phone. You can see sort of what it looks like. You pull up SoundHound and you can click and it'll listen to the song and it'll look through an inventory of a database and tell you what the song is. So I'm going to try that while I play this song because I have no idea the name of this band. I got the song and no one told me the name of it. No one told me the name of the band. I don't know if the person that sent it is in the band. I have no idea, but I'm going to play that right now and I'm going to try to scan it and see if I get the name of this band, all right? It's a cool song though. Let's check it out. Here we go, guys. Welcome back to the show. By the way, I did run that through my that product I was showing you. What was it called? I forget. But it popped up and said, we couldn't find that one. I don't think you can even see it. But it says, I couldn't find that one. So that's a bummer. I have no idea who that song's by because I can't find it now after they sent it to me. But by the way, all the music you heard tonight was from bands that were either on the show from like 3.5 years ago or are projected to be on the show in the future. And the show begins on 4/29. Hopefully we'll have a large audience because tonight's show was just by me. I didn't promote it or anything like that. It was just a little bit of a teaser for the show that's going to begin April 29th. We're going to have a PR firm marketing the show, so hopefully we're going to start out with about 5,000 viewers. But we'll see, and then we'll multiply it up every week based upon you guys helping out as well. I'm going to hope that you guys share the show. If you like music, hopefully you're going to share the show, and we'll get the rocking roll vibes out. So I'm going to say goodnight to you guys tonight. We're going to do our closing theme, and you guys are all used to the closing theme. It's by a band called Chemicals of Democracy. We're going to have them. Hopefully we're going to have them on the show. I'm not sure if their band still exists. I was checking them out, because they were on the show, I think, 3 times during the show. And I'm not even sure if they still exist anymore, because I think the last thing I saw on their Facebook was from about 8 months ago. But hopefully they're just in a little sabbatical, rebuilding the band, because, you know, sometimes bands dissipate, and they come back when they get that drummer, or they get that guy. They probably get the drummer and the guitar player, who are probably hooking up with the same chick. And then there's a fight, and then they all break up this band, and they got to find a replacement. Until the guy again starts hooking up with the other guys' wives and girlfriends, and it goes on forever. It's like a reality show. End of the show tonight. Thanks a lot for being in the show. Be safe, but don't be sorry that you were safe, okay? I'll see you guys some other time when we come back and we do another little teaser. I'm going to have some teasers of the bands that are coming up on that 4/29 show. I don't know when I'm going to do the teasers ready, but they'll be ready pretty soon. Thanks for joining the show tonight, guys. Cheers. Have a great rest of the weekend. And that's all I got tonight. I said it, and we're done.
My oxygen is raining, blood that runs through me races so rapidly, tense my aggression. Retaliate or justify. You saw all the life from me. You take everything I need. You want everything but me.